Beneath the oak tree in the palace courtyard, the spirits stirred. They heard the music, they felt the joy, and it enraged them. From the ancient bark, a ghostly fog began to spread, slow and hungry. Figures, pale, eyeless, cloaked in silence, rose from the roots and glided through the streets. They descended upon the bar. What followed was chaos. Screams muffled too late, doors torn open, lights snuffed, flesh ripped from bone. Only Timothy, bloodied and wild-eyed, escaped through a back alley. He ran through the streets, breathless and stumbling, until he reached the palace gate. He pounded on the heavy doors with fists slick with blood. "The demons!" he cried. "The demons have ruined our kingdom!" Above him the torches flickered, and the Queen knew. This time they would not be ignored. The next morning the Queen summoned the Council of Elders to the grand courtroom. Cloaked in ceremonial robes and ancient authority, the elders gathered beneath the towering stained-glass windows, their faces lined with fear and wisdom. No one had ever seen a curse so relentless, a force so cruel. Each elder stood in turn, offering ancient chants, old prophecies, forgotten gods and buried spells. But their words carried no weight. Their voices were hollow against the reality outside the palace walls. Nothing worked. The Queen sat at the head of the long table, silent. Her fingers gripped the carved arms of her throne, her eyes distant and heavy with guilt. Her people were dying. And it was her bargain, broken and buried, that had summoned this storm. Night fell like a curse. She did not sleep. She stood alone on the palace balcony, staring into the darkened city. Her once beautiful kingdom now twisted with silence and blood. From the distance the horror grew louder. The wind carried the sounds, tearing flesh, screams stifled, pleas unanswered. The Queen closed her eyes, her crown heavy upon her brow. The ghosts whispered. The demons howled, and all she could do was listen.